Hello everyone, welcome to our second Chinese class. So for this class, we continue to study the grammar points, 笔 sentence. Let's continue to study the 笔 sentence, the comparative sentence with the 笔. Okay, let's review the structure we have learned last class. The first one, ABB as adjective. ABB as adjective. So this is a basic structure. So when we want to compare the characteristics of two peoples or two things, and we can use this. We can use a B sentence. So the first one is a basic structure. It's a simple as a structure. ABB at the adjective. And then the second one, ABB as adjective and adds the quantitative phrase as a quantitative phrase. So sometimes we use a number mirror word phrase, the number mirror word phrase. So when we want to, if we want to make the comparison more specific, if the difference can be expressed in numbers, and we can add a quantity phrase. We can add a quantity phrase after the adjective. So the quantities phrase shows the exact difference. Okay, so we usually add the number as a mirror word phrase. Okay, so but if let's see the second structure, if the difference cannot be measured by numbers, or we don't want to calculate it, and we can use the words expressing the degree. We can use the words to expressing the degree. So we can change the number word to the word expressing degree, to express the degree. So these words express how big or small the difference is. Like 一点儿 a little, 一些 some. So use 一点儿 or 一些 is for the small differences, and 的多 and 的多了 it means much more. So use 的多 or 多了 is for the large differences. Okay, so it's ABB as adjective and add the words expressing degree. So this is a second structure. So you can't use the quantity phrases and the degree words at the same time. You can't use the quantity phrases and the degree words at the same time. So you want to compare more specific, and you use a quantitative phrases, and the difference cannot be measured by the numbers, and you use words expressing degree. Okay, so in the last class we compare the prices, and we compare the age. Okay, let's see the price. So we can see the price. The first one, the basic one, 苹果 and 西瓜。苹果 is a cheap one, 便宜。西瓜 is the expensive one, 贵。Okay, so the basic one, ABB as adjective. 苹果比西瓜便宜。苹果 compare with the 西瓜. When the 苹果 compare with the 西瓜, we know the 苹果 is a cheap one. So the adjective we choose 便宜。苹果比西瓜便宜。And then 西瓜 compare with the 苹果。西瓜 compare with the 苹果。西瓜比苹果。When the 西瓜 compare with the 苹果, we know the 西瓜 is expensive. So the adjective is 贵。西瓜比苹果贵。西瓜比苹果贵。And then if I want to compare more specific, so now I know the price of the 西瓜is 10元 and the price of the 苹果 is 5元5元. So 10 minus 5 and we can get the 5元. So this 5元 is a price difference. Okay, so I got the price difference, so I can use the second structure to make a sentence. So I can say 苹果比西瓜便宜. Okay, the basic one. 苹果比西瓜便宜 and add the specific difference. It's 5元. So this is a specific difference. I can add the specific difference after the adjective. 苹果比西瓜便宜5元. So the 元 is a mirror word for the Chinese money, but in the spoken Chinese, we usually use 块. So 苹果比西瓜便宜5块. 西瓜比苹果贵 is also 5块. 贵5块. Okay, and now I think the 5块 it's a very small difference. So for the second structure, I can choose words expressing degree, and I can choose a words I can choose a degree words for the small difference. For the small difference, we have two choices, 一点 and 一些. So now I choose 一点. So I can add 一点 after the adjective to express the difference is small. 苹果比西瓜便宜一点，西瓜比苹果贵一点。Okay, so this is a price. Compare the price, and then we compare the age. So for the age, we use adjective. 大 it means older 大 and 小 it means the young. So when we compare the age, we use adjective 大 or 小. So now we know the elder brother 哥哥 is 10 years old. So the years old is a 岁 in Chinese is 岁. So 10 years old 10岁. And we can see there is a 弟弟, the younger brother 弟弟. And we know the age of the 弟弟 is 3 years old. 3岁. So when we compare the age, so now we can compare the age. The first one, we can use the specific one. So A is 哥哥比弟弟. So 哥哥 compare with 弟弟, we know 哥哥 is older than 弟弟, right? It's older than 弟弟. So the adjective I choose 大. I use 大. 哥哥比弟弟大. Good. And then the 弟弟 compare with 哥哥. 弟弟比哥哥小. That's right. 弟弟比哥哥小. So 弟弟 is younger than 哥哥. So I choose 小. 弟弟比哥哥小. Okay, so this is the basic structure. We can compare like this. And then we know 哥哥 is 10岁 弟弟 is 3岁 So we can calculate the age difference, right? So the 10 minus 3 is equals 7. So it's 7 years old. 7 岁, and we can get a number. It's a number of mirror word phrase. 7岁. So this is age difference. So then we can use the second structure to make a sentence. So for the first one, 哥哥比弟弟大 and we can add a number of mirror word 7岁 7岁 OK 哥哥比弟弟大7岁 So now we can get this sentence 哥哥比弟弟大7岁 Good 弟弟比哥哥小 OK and the age difference is 7岁 7 years old 弟弟比哥哥小7岁 OK so now if I don't want to use a specific difference I don't want to use it so now so we know the age difference is 7 years old 7 years old so what do you think the 7 years old is big is there a big difference? Yes, I think 7 years old is a big difference. So if I use a second structure, I know the 7 years old is a big difference. So I just need to choose one word, choose a word to express a big difference. So we know the 多 and the 多了, these two words, they all can express the big difference. So I just need to choose one. So 哥哥比弟弟大 I choose the 多了 Okay, so for this time I choose the 多了哥哥比弟弟大 and as a words expressing degree So we can get the sentence 哥哥比弟弟大多了 and then 弟弟比哥哥小多了弟弟比哥哥小多了 Okay, so it's a compare the age. And then besides that, let's compare something else. So next one, let's compare the hat. Okay? So look at this picture. So we can see there's elder sister and the younger brother, right? So the elder sister 姐姐 elder sister 姐姐 and remember the younger brother 弟弟 Okay, so now if we know them there's hats. So if the elder sister's hat is 170 centimeters. 170 centimeters. So it's 170 centimeter. Okay, the new words centimeter. In Chinese, 厘米. Okay, 厘米. So it's 170厘米. 170厘米. So this is a elder sister's hat. 170厘米. 170厘米. And then the 弟弟, the younger brother's hat is 140 centimeters. So it's 100. Remember the 100? We use a 百 100. 100. So this one is 100. And the 40 is 40, right? 40. So it's 140 centimeter 厘米 140厘米 Okay. And in our so in daily life, when we say someone's hat, so we can say 170 centimeters 170厘米 or we can just read the numbers in order. Like the 170, we just say 170. Yes, we just say 170, and you don't need to add the centimeter. You just say 170 and to express your hat. And this one, you can just say 140 to read the number in order. 140 to express your hat, to express your hat. Okay. So now, when we compare the hat, we need to use the adjective, the high, the tall or short, Okay, tall in Chinese, 高, and short in Chinese, 矮. So when we compare the hat, and we need to use these two adjectives, the tall or short, 高 or 矮, Okay, so now we have this informations. So now we can make the sentence. So for the first one, A, B, B as adjective. So first one, I use 姐姐比弟弟。姐姐 compare with 弟弟。So 姐姐 compare with 弟弟, we know the 姐姐 is taller than 弟弟, right? It's taller than 弟弟. So the adjective, I choose the 高. Okay, so we can get the sentence, 姐姐比弟弟高。So 弟弟比姐姐。So 弟弟 compare with 姐姐, we know the 弟弟 is shorter than 姐姐, right? So the adjective, we choose the 矮。弟弟比姐姐矮，姐姐比弟弟高，弟弟比姐姐矮。Okay, so this is a basic one. So now we know the hats of the 姐姐 and the 弟弟. So we can calculate the hat difference. The specific hat difference is 170 minus 140. So equals, it's 30 centimeter. 30 centimeter is 30厘米。30厘米. That's a number mirror word, right? Number mirror word phrase. 30厘米. So this is a specific difference, okay? I got the specific difference, so I can compare the hat more specific. I can use a second structure. So 姐姐比弟弟高。And I want to compare specific, so I can add the 30厘米. So this is a specific difference. 姐姐比弟弟高30厘米。And 弟弟比姐姐矮。So 矮30厘米。Okay, and 30厘米 is 30 centimeters. So the height difference. So I think the 30 centimeters, it's a big difference, right? It's a big difference. So if I want to make a sentence using the second structure. So now I know the height difference is 30 centimeter, and I think it's a big difference, and I need to choose a word to express the big difference. So we know these two words is express a big difference. So we can just choose one. Okay, I choose the 多. This time I choose the 多 to express the degree. Okay. So the sentence is 姐姐比弟弟高得多。姐姐比弟弟高得多。Okay. So that's the right sentence. That's a complete sentence. And 弟弟比姐姐矮的多，矮的多。弟弟比姐姐矮的多，矮的多。Okay. So now this sentence to express the big difference. To express a big difference. Okay. So this is a hat. Compare the hat. Continue. Okay, then let's compare the weather now. Let's compare the weather now. Okay, so this picture, okay, wait. Okay, look this picture. So this picture is a temperature for today. For today, we can say it's Blantyre. So today's Blantyre's temperature is 21 degree. It's a 21 degree. (21) degree. So for the temperature, and we use a mere word 度. And this part 21度. So this is today. 今天 okay. 今天21度. So if the yesterday, so if the yesterday's temperature is yesterday 昨天 if the yesterday temperature is 25 degree 25 度. So this one is okay. So this one is yesterday's temperature, and this one is today's temperature. Okay. So now let's compare the weather now. So we use the cold or hot. The adjective, we use a cold, 冷, or the hot, 热, to compare the weather, okay. So now we can compare today's temperature and yesterday's temperature, okay. So for the basic structure, we can say compare today with the yesterday. So I can say 今天. So 今天 is 21 degree 21度, and yesterday is 25 degree 25度. So we know 昨天 it's hot, and 今天 it's cold, right? So we can say 今天 okay, 今天比okay, 昨天 yesterday, 昨天. So 今天 compare with 昨天 compare with 昨天 is a colder than 昨天 is colder than 昨天 because it's 21 degree. So this part the adjective is 冷。今天比昨天冷，今天比昨天冷。And 昨天 compare with 今天 today 今天。So 昨天 yesterday compare with today we know the 昨天 it's hot 昨天 is hot than today, right? It's hot than today. So the adjective is 热昨天比今天热 Okay. So now today is 21度 yesterday is 25度 and then we can get the difference. The specific difference is 4 degrees. So it's 4度. Okay, so I think the 4 degrees it's a small difference. Okay, a small difference. So now I don't use a specific phrase. Okay, now I choose the words to express the degree. So I think the 4度, the 4 degrees is a small difference. So I need to choose a word from these two. 一点 or 一些 is for the small difference. So I can just choose one. Okay, so for this, I choose 一些 some, I choose 一些 to express the degree is small. Okay, so now let's make the sentence. 今天比昨天冷 and I can get 一些。今天比昨天冷一些 okay, 冷一些。And then 昨天比今天热一些。昨天比今天热一些。Okay, so the difference is small. The difference is small. 昨天比今天热一些。Okay, so let's do another practice. Let's see the first one. It's a temperature of Beijing. It's a temperature of Beijing. The temperature is Beijing is for today. Today it's 5 degrees. 5 度 And this one is okay. Let's just see the Malawi. And this is a Blantyre's temperature. Blantyre's temperature is a 21. So 21, Blantyre. The temperature is 21 degree. 21度. Okay. So Beijing is 5 degrees. 5 度. And Blantyre is 21 degrees. 21度. So Beijing is a cold now. Beijing is cold now because Beijing has already entered the autumn. So the weather is getting cold and it's getting colder and colder. Okay, so we know when we compare the weather, compare the temperature, and we use the adjective 冷 or 热, the cold and hot, the cold and hot. So now we know the Beijing is cold now, 北京冷, and Blantyre is hot, it's hot. 北京 Blantyre 热 Blantyre 热. Okay, now let's compare. Let's make the sentence. The first one. 北京比 Blantyre. 北京比 Blantyre 怎么样呢？北京 compare with Blantyre, and we know 北京 is cold than Blantyre. So the adjective I use 冷。北京比 Blantyre 冷。北京比 Blantyre 冷。And then Blantyre 比北京 compare with 北京。Blantyre compare with 北京, we know the Blantyre is hot. Blantyre is hot, so Blantyre 比北京热，比北京热。Okay, so now let's see the specific difference between the Beijing and the Blantyre. So it's 21 minus 5, and we can get 17. No, 16. The 16 degree, 16 度. So the 16 degree, 16度 is a difference, is a specific difference. So for the cold and the hot, for the 冷 and the 热, so we can't compare with exact numbers, and we can't compare with exact numbers. So we don't need to make the a sentence using the second structure. Okay, so we just use but we can know the specific difference is 16度, right? So we can calculate the specific difference. 21 minus 5, 16 degrees, 16度. So for the 16度, we know the specific difference is 16度, right? 16度. So now we so do you think, so I think the 16度, it's a big difference, right? It's a big difference. So for the 冷 and the 热, we can't compare it. So the difference, we can compare it with a specific number. Yes. So the 冷. So we just need to use the words expressing the degree. We need to use words expressing the degree. Okay. So the 16 degrees, it's a big difference. It's a big difference. So I can choose one word from these two. Okay, so this situation I choose 多了. So I can make sentence 北京比 Blantyre 冷多了 Blantyre 比北京热多了 Blantyre 比北京热多了. Okay, so this is compare the weather. And then continue, let's let's see the second grammar points. The second grammar points is auxiliary verb 可能 可能 it means a possible, maybe, or math. So it means maybe or math or possible. So indicating an estimation. It can be used before the verb or subject of a sentence. It can be used before the verb or subject of a sentence. So when we are not 100% sure about something, we are not 100% sure about something, and you can use a 可能. So this is a very common word in daily life. Because Chinese people don't like to sound too absolute when speaking. So by adding 可能 to a sentence, it sounds light, certain, and softer, and sounds softer. So the key is to remember the position of the 可能. So it's a 可能at the verb. We put the 可能 before a verb, before the verb. That means the action. So that means this action might happen. Okay. So for example, 我明天 do you know 明天 tomorrow 我明天去 go to the Lake Malawi. The Lake Malawi is Malawi is Malawi. The Lake Malawi, 马拉维湖is the Lake Malawi, okay? Lake Malawi, 马拉维湖。我明天去马拉维湖。This means I go to Lake Malawi tomorrow. I go to Lake Malawi tomorrow. 我明天去马拉维湖 okay? 我明天去马拉维湖 So, but I'm not sure if I will really go. I'm not sure if I will really go. So then I can add the 可能. Right? So where did we say 可能 should go? Yes, so we put the 可能 before the verb, and the 去 is go to. It's a verb, right?去 is a verb. 我明天去马拉维湖 And I might go to Lake Malawi tomorrow. 我明天 adds a 可能 here. So I will go to the Lake Malawi tomorrow. 我明天去马拉维湖 Okay, it sounds a very absolute, right? And if I want to say I might go to Lake Malawi tomorrow, so I can add the 可能。我明天可能去马拉维湖。So I'm not sure about that. 我明天可能去马拉维湖。Okay. And then another. So if someone didn't come to class, so we can make a guess about why, right? So there are many possibilities, right? So, but we can't be sure because we didn't ask the absent students. So if someone didn't come, I can guess. He might be sick. He might be sick, right? I can guess. If someone didn't come, I can guess. Oh, he might be sick. So 他 might 可能 Okay, Okay, sick, be sick. The new words, maybe it's a new words. 生病 So this action has already happened. So we add the It's a past. The action is past. So 他可能生病了。He might be sick. And he was sick. 他生病了。But I'm not sure about that. I just guess that. So I add the 可能。他可能生病了。So he didn't come to the class. Maybe he might be sick. 他可能生病了。Okay? And then, if it's about a future action that hasn't happened yet, and we use 可能 as a 会 it means will. So 可能会 as a verb. It's about a future action that hasn't happened yet. We add the 会 可能会 as a verb. So for example, if there is a holiday tomorrow, so what might you do? And what might your plans be? So we are not sure about that, but we can just have a plan. So I can say I met go swimming. I might go swimming. So this it's just a plan. So this action hadn't happened yet, right? I might go swimming. So I can use this one. 我可能会 and go swimming. 去 swimming. 游泳 I might go swimming. 我可能会去游泳 Okay? And I also can say, I can also have another plan. I might go sing. Remember? 我 might 可能会 is will 可能会 go sing 去 sing 唱歌我可能会去唱歌 that's my plan 我可能会去唱歌 Okay? Or I might sleep at home. I might sleep at home. 我 might 可能会 at home 在家 at home 在家 and sleep 睡觉我可能会在家睡觉 I might sleep at night 我可能会在家睡觉 Okay? 可能会在家睡觉 And then look at this picture. So when we look at this picture, we know the weather isn't good, right? We can good. So we can guess and we can say, it might rain today. It might rain today. Or we can say, it's about to rain. It's about to rain. So we can say, today, today. 今天 OK 今天 and rain 下雨 so it's might rain today and we add the 可能 so because we don't have we don't have the 100% to know that it definitely will rain today, right? So we can add the might. It's a might rain today. It's a might rain today. 今天可能okay. So the action hasn't happened yet, right? So we add the 会. It means will. 今天可能会下雨。今天可能会下雨。今天可能会下雨。Okay. Okay, that's all. That's all for the grammar points. That's all for the lesson 11's grammar points. And finally, let's take a look at everyone's homework. Let's take a look for everyone's homework. So let's see how well you did and are there any mistakes? Let's see that. Okay. Okay, this one is good. This one is really good. Only this one. Let's see. This one, the 边, this part. Okay, let's see. So this part is like this, and let's see the left part. Left part is a dot and right like this. Okay, again. Dot. Yes, it's right like this. Okay. Right like this. The 边. Okay. Continue. This one is also good. It's also good. I didn't see the mistakes. Good. Continue. Oh, look, this one. You can see. I know this one, and you didn't follow the stroke order. Your stroke order is wrong. Okay, we can see the 歌, the left part. The first stroke is a horizontal. And then it's right like this. Okay? And the left part and the right part is a 歌. It's a 歌. So this part is wrong. So I think you just write like this. This is not true. Okay? Continue. Okay, let's continue. Okay, and I think this part. let's see the right part, So this is the right part. It's right like this, right part. So then we can put them together. Okay. Okay, let's see this one. This one. Okay. So we can see this inside, and this part, this radical is right like this. The dot, the first one, and this is one stroke. This is one stroke again. Right like this again. Right like this. Okay. And this part. Okay, this one is good. It's really good. Oh. Okay, we can see this part. This part we can see. So this one is on the left. It's on the left. Okay, so this is the left part, and this part is on the right. It's on the right. So we need to put them together. It's right like this. 唱, right like this. 唱. Continue. It's good. And this one is also good. I have noticed that your handwriting is very good. So because many students, when they first start writing Chinese characters, often miss or add extra stroke. Yes, they often miss or add extra strokes, but I found that your homework doesn't really have this problem. It's really good. Oh, okay. We can see this one. We don't need to dark this part. Yes, I think maybe you want to make it more beautiful, but you don't need to dark this part. It's just a hook. It's just a hook. Okay, just a hook. I found it. Okay, you add extra stroke. You add extra stroke. We can see there are only two. Oh, no. Sorry. You don't add the extra stroke. But this dot is top on here. It's like this. So they are the one. They are the together. They are to be together, and these two together. It's right like this. Okay. So this dot belongs here. Okay. It's good. Okay, you lost one stroke. Okay, here's a dot. Here's a dot. Okay, the 去, so it's wrong. It's not the 去. It's not the 去. The 去 is right like this. Okay. 去. beautiful, this one. Good. That's so good. This one, not bad. Okay, so here's a problem. Here's a problem here. So when we write down the Chinese characters, so this is a one character. It's a one character. We need to put them together. We need to put them together. We can divide them into the different parts because this is a one character. So we need to put them close. Okay. So this words, this is another words. Okay, good, very good. It's beautiful, this one. It's also beautiful. So we can see there's too much space here. So when we write like this, that's a女生. It means a girl. It's not the thing. Xing. So we write. We need to put them close. Make them close. Okay. They don't need the space. They don't need much space. Just put them together, so we can get a character. Xing. Okay. Okay, it's a beautiful one. It's also good. Very good. It's beautiful. Good. It's good. Good. Okay, very good. So that's all. Okay, so that's all for today. And after we finish learning this grammar points today, right? And you can go back and watch the videos of the lesson I sent before, and you might find it easier to understand. Yes. Okay. And I will send the video and the video about the lesson, about the text of the lesson 11, so you can watch the videos. You can watch the videos again. Okay. So that's all. Bye bye.